Right, we're back for even more Civilization 5. And from what I recall in the last session, a lot of shenanigans have gone on, and I think we're still at war with Hiawatha. Indeed we are. In the last batch of videos, all the land down here became ours. All the lag there. I think that's just because of the map loading up. Let's check. Swinging around town. Bring it around town. There we go. Anyway, let's stop dilly-dallying and see what we did in the last session. We obtained Akron, Buffalo, Canestake, Canajoharie, and Cuba, which is still frustrating me on its position, by the way. It should be where the pillaged farm is, but different argument. We'll try not to dwell on it. I've just noticed there's a Mongolian settler there. Not sure if I brought that up in the last batch, but that is of note for sure. We're currently at peace with the US, but how long that will last, I highly doubt it will be any huge length of time. Only time will tell. Our focus for this batch definitely is to try and capture the city on here, Salamanca. And after there, we'll have to play it by ear. We definitely need to get a great profit going. That is very important, because capturing all these new cities have turned them all Confucianist. And as a result, that's going to start converting my cities away from Burkittism, and we don't want that. So, let's crack on. That still has no health. Let's heal that up in the city. It will heal more quickly. Need to leave some rifles around Cahokia so we don't get attacked by surprise. Really, we're in pretty good shape, it has to be said. Our happiness, though, is not so good. But luckily for us, we're in a massive golden age, so the lack of happiness isn't a complete disaster right now. So long as the happiness is back up by the time the golden age ends, it's not too much of a problem. If the unhappiness gets up to 10, though, we'll have a big problem with our... well, that was weird, like. We'll have a big problem with our power of our units. The power will drop, so we've got to be a bit careful. I keep forgetting that that tile to the northeast of Akron is actually meant to be a mountain that the game has glitched. Keep forgetting about that. Also, I moved the wrong unit. I meant to move the Great General. It's a great start to this episode. If it keeps lagging like that, I'm going to have to restart the program, so that'll be fun and not at all a waste of my time. Let's get that primed because we couldn't move it another tile anyway. Let's see now. We'll have a Colosseum. We'll start dealing with the happiness problem now, before it's too late. Because we definitely don't need to build too many more units, because we have more than a match for what we need to face up against. That was a very awkward way of me saying I've got the best army. Sure, but I'd rather have gold. Thank you, I don't need your open borders. And even if I do, I'll just pay for them later. There's not really feeling a need to have Spain's borders. They barely have enough land to make it worthwhile. Where did that Mongolian settler go? Probably down to the east of Kopang, I would guess. Right. We'll have to walk through here, so let's just get it over with. Might as well heal that in place. We're not going to have a problem taking that city down, that is for sure. What access does it have? Oh, it has aluminium, so that's a nice touch. It's got almost no food potential though, so that's a bit dire. We're going to farm. What do we want to do now? What we should probably do is connect these cities, because I'm not quite sure how quickly the AI will do that, so we will do it ourselves. I know I've got at least a couple of them on automated, just to do things I might be stupid or forgetful or just might miss doing, but generally speaking, even late in the game I like to do most of the worker movements myself. Just because that way if I make a mistake it's my fault and not the game's bad design faults. We're trespassing in Genoa and that makes them afraid. As well they should be. What quest options do they have? They want my religion and they want a Great Admiral. Let's just bully them. Well, no, actually, what's the point? We've got enough gold to sink a ship. So I'm not going to bother with that, actually. Change my mind. Which one's got the more experience? That's got 64. That has 92, so we'll take that one. I'm going to actually leave this. I've decided I'm going to take this one back, because it will become surplus to requirements and I don't want to waste time carrying stuff around that I don't need. Going to bring that rifle over here. Going to move these rifles around a bit, because there's no need to protect that frontier that I was protecting before. Because Spain is... they're just not going to attack me out of nowhere, I can't see it. Now, probably means it will happen, but in theory it really shouldn't. Just check my borders. I don't think anything dodgy is on its way to attack me by surprise. Right, what we want is a road to this tile. That will probably take quite a few turns, but it's not a huge rush either way. All it'll do is give me a bit of a gold bonus, because obviously I'll get a trade route. Because I'm presuming that none of the cities I captured that are on the coast have a harbour. Cuba should have a harbour, but they didn't put it on the bloody sea. Hooray, we've got the Brandenburg Gate, which is basically free experience. And it's in our capital, which is fantastic. Do I want to build anything new, or I'm going to go for the national treasury. National treasury. I think it's the best thing to do. I've just noticed Spain really got their backsides destroyed by Hiawatha in times gone by. And, well, by times gone by I mean quite soon, because Barcelona's still in resistance. But it was captured 10 turns ago. Shows how much attention I was paying. What I'm going to do is quickly check this area to see what's here, and the answer is not a lot. One thing I have noticed, if I go into my options, have my settings gone up? No, weird. I thought it looked a lot better than the last time I played this. Maybe it's just me going insane. Must have been, because it looks apparently exactly the same as before, but like that city, the city of Montreal, looks far better than I recall it looking. I'm apparently turning old prematurely. What can I say? That will be able to fire from there. I'm going to quickly heal, because I might as well. Take that across. 2 rifles, 2 artillery should be more than enough for that one little city. I doubt it's got much of a military presence, if any, to be honest. I'll leave that there just to see what's going on. And also, there's a little bit of potential to get a roadblock in there because of the way the mountains are lined up. Not a huge roadblock, but at least some degree of road blockage. So I'm probably going to move my Gatling gun again, because I know if I have to retreat back across the river, any melee or direct gunpowder unit will get a big penalty on the return, so I don't have to fear being countered anywhere near as much. There's some rifle, well, this is a rifle there. I'm going to pillage that, mostly because I can, but also because it means that if they happen to have any old units that use iron, they'll get a penalty for using them. I doubt they'll have that, but you never know. It's better to be sure. Oh wow, they have no units here at all. Well, that's convenient. Right, let's tee off. I can see that their workers are running away. I'm not bothered in collecting them. I don't need any more workers. But that was pretty cool seeing them retreat. So that aluminium mine has been completed. Now what do we need? Oh, we'll get that aluminium while we remember. I've got to cross the river to do that, so it's a bit silly. I'll move that there just to see what's there. And other than what we've already seen, it looks like it's a rifle unit on its lonesome, so that's not particularly dangerous. Get a nice sip of my mineral water mixed with no added sugar fruit cordial. Don't particularly like the taste of it, but it's good for you, so it's diet friendly. Ow, that rifleman took a lot of damage considering it took 30. Trespassing in Geneva. Yes, I know. Well, it's not my fault Geneva's right in the bloody way, is it? Move that there. Move that here. Want to put that there. Put that there. Wow, there's like no units around. What's going on here? Where are all these units? You can't have that few, surely. Maybe he does. Maybe it's that poorly prepared. That rifle is not going to have enough health to take that city on, but it is providing the sight for the artilleries, because the artilleries can't see very far. So naturally you need to put another unit in the way to sort of use the goggles effect. We'll build a shrine, it's worth a happiness point. And what do we want to build up here? Now we've got a stock exchange, so we're producing a nice chunky amount of gold, that is for sure. We'll get a shrine there as well. We don't really need an increase on our faith per turn. More priority to get the happiness up, because we're still on -5 effectively and we haven't taken that many of his cities. And I don't want to just raise them all because, well, that's a temporary solution. Right now I'd rather just have the physical land so no one else can take it. I'll probably end up raising Cuba and then just putting a city down by the shore. How much health does that have? 33. I can take a hit easily. No problem at all. Boom. Where the hell are all these units? I'm just running rampant and there's none there. He is in super defensive mode. That is an absolute certainty. He's got barely any units left. Let's have a look on the score chart. He's got more than Mongolia, but that doesn't say a lot. But other than that, I don't know how many troops he has. If Mongolia was taken out by Spain, I would know where I am a lot more than I do, but they will probably fanny about and not do such a thing as that for a long time. Just notice we're producing a hell of a lot of culture, considering I've not gone out of my way to produce culture. Not complaining, it means we'll get some extra social policies compared to what I would normally get playing in a way like this. I'm hoping that in the next LP of this, oh spoiler, there'll probably be another one of these. I'm hoping to go for a slightly more offensive game. Because in this game, it didn't really set me up to be aggressive, I just had to be the sensible one. So what I'm going to do is move this down. That will give my artillery sight of Seville, and I can fire away at it. And then I move the unit back. I'm going to leave this here. And what I'm going to do is shoot that for the experience, and then I might as well just shoot the workboat as well, because I can't capture that to keep it. Going to make this run away though. Might as well just capture that while I'm at it.
If you enjoyed the video you've just seen, please join my Facebook group and follow me on Twitter for the latest news.